here.
All right. Hello, everyone. Welcome to this week's edition of the Running Club at UCR podcast episode. I hope everyone's doing well. I'm your host, Dan Lang, president of Running Club, with my co-host, Thomas Kawase, vice president of Running Club.
Yo.
Today, we have a very, very, very special guest, Chelsey Yu. She's my best friend. And she did cross country and track and has done so many different running events throughout her career. So let's get started. So, Chelsey, how'd you get started with running?
Hi, I'm Chelsey. So how did I get started with running? So I just kind of started in my second year of high school, just because I think all my friends were doing cross country as a way to condition for the spring season of badminton. So I literally just went to just like go there for conditioning at first. So I started off at JV, but then I kind of realized that running was something that I really liked. So I ended up working my way towards varsity towards my third year. And then from there, that's when I kind of kickstarted everything for my career in running. So that's when I started going to track. And then I was really fortunate to be going to a school where I was able to go to different invitationals. So I think once that really stuck in my head was travel, because I'm from the Bay. So we traveled down to LA to Santa Clarita for an invitational every year. So I went twice. And then after, there was one particular year where every 4 years, the varsity team gets to go on an invitational outside of the state. So we went to Hawaii. We went to Honolulu for an Iolani invitational, and it was so beautiful there. And then just one particular moment that I remember was just like running up Diamond Head, and then it was just considered a pretty hard hike, but then my coach was just there to like make us run it up instead. And then
Savage.
yeah, I know. And then I guess like after high school ended, I still kind of continued running just when I was back at home because Riverside was too hot for me. So then I did the color run actually with my family. That was super fun. And then I volunteered for the bubble run. And then I also did the San Francisco 12K, which is like about 7.5 miles, and I did that twice.
Wait, I've never done the color run. Like, where's the color run? Like, where is it at?
Honestly, I don't remember, but
Like
it's somewhere.
Yeah.
Somewhere. I know they have it in SoCal too, but I went to the one in the Bay.
Oh, okay.
I think it was probably San Francisco.
I see. And it's just like a 5K, right? Like.
Yeah, it was just a 5K. We didn't really run all the time because it was my family. My parents are a bit older, so we just walked through all of the colors and stuff. So you go through like different colors. So I think the first one's like blue, yellow, green, pink, and then purple, I think.
And everyone just like, there's like powder or something, right? On the
Yeah.
side.
I remember a specific moment when my dad was just laying on. It was kind of gross, but he was just like, it was like concrete on the floor, but then like because there was so much color that he was just like doing like angels like on the floor.
I like a 5K.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And then it was really cool after the race. There's like a huge concert at the end, and so everybody was like throwing out, like had colors, and then just threw it up.
Damn, that's
Is it well organized, by the way?
It is very well organized. Yeah, you just have to be careful because there's a lot of kids running around. But it was really well organized, and then we got T-shirts and everything, and then I think we even got like a medal and stuff. And same for the San Francisco 12K too. So those are really good events, and I highly recommend if they're still available.
Yeah, I mean, I think they're not right now, but
yeah,
I feel like those are cool. I should have done one. But
yeah, well, Running Club actually did one in Talia, Megan, Peter, and Alejandro.
Did you guys do the bubble run?
We didn't do bubble run, but we did the foam glow run. So it was like a neon glow, foam glow run. So it was like a bunch of foam and a bunch of glow, and it was just like super chaotic in Anaheim Stadium. So I was asking Chelsey, why is it organized? It was the same deal. Like they have a concert at the very end, And like
Oh, wow.
it's just so many, there's just so many people, and it's just like super chaotic. But
I feel like it's for like the 5K for the people who like usually walk the 5Ks, and then to make it more fun, it's like an event, or like I mean people still run like the color run and bubble run and stuff, right? Or
a little bit.
it's more just for fun, like with hanging out
Yeah,
with your
I think there's
friends
just
and
no fun in running in the color. If you have like powder thrown at you, it's like fun to get
yeah,
to
it's just
get
fun to
color
hang
thrown
out
at
with your
you.
friends, kind of.
Yeah.
Yeah.
They even have like water stations at the 5K actually.
People are like, oh man. I mean, cause 3 miles is still a lot, like for someone who like
Yeah.
doesn't run or
Mhm.
something.
Mhm.
So you said from your sophomore to junior, you were getting like really into running, and that's what got
Mhm.
you into varsity. Like, what do you think like was the thing that got you into running?
Oh.
Like,
Yeah, I think like what was really interesting about running was like I think it was just the camaraderie of like having like a team. I think that's what really kind of pushed me, especially like having a running buddy. I kind of miss having that, like having someone to pace with and stuff. But I think what's like the biggest part is like I feel like running is really just like a whole mental game. Like honestly, like for me, like I'm pretty short, and then and I am a little bit chubbier than most. So like I thought it was really just like, oh, you had to have like very slender and like a really like long um really long legs to get like that longer stride. But I just realized that like wow, it's really just like a mental game, and then that persevered me throughout my second year going into my third year and I think the best part is like seeing those mile times like getting faster and faster. Like we had like a little flashcard that we kept with us, and then we just had to keep track of like all of our mile times. So I think that was just really rewarding. And then having that mental game really pushed me to do everything else. Like I saw like my grades actually improving, and then just really having a better mental health and mental state as as the season progressed and as I was able to condition with friends. And I think the friends part aspect was like what really pushed me too.
yeah, I feel like a lot of people kind of people who don't get into running in like high school or like something like maybe
Yeah.
even college, like I feel
Mhm.
like they kind of miss out on like the team aspect of running.
Yeah,
People
yeah.
don't really like think about like a team sport when it's like
Yeah, and it's
running.
crazy just like even till now, like graduating college, like I still talk to like my teammates to this day. And then so it's just like a really like it's like a bond that you can't really ever get from like different sports, I guess.
Yeah, like because you could really like push each other with running, and
Mhm.
sometimes like you can't do that with a conversation, or it's like different with a conversation, and then like running, it's like yo, let's just go more, let's just go more, and it's like
Mhm.
it's kind of
Mhm.
fun, like.
Mhm.
And yeah, definitely I'm still connected with a lot of like my old cross country friends, and like even like when we're playing basketball and stuff, like I just know that we have that connection, and I know that like they have endurance to like push me in like a basketball game and stuff like that. So
Mhm.
I definitely agree with that.
Yeah.
Um what do you what has kept you motivated like recently, like for running?
Recently, I think so recently I went on a trip to Tahoe. And then I think there was one particular day where like my sisters went rock climbing. And then for me, I'm not really like rock climbing usually hurts my hands a lot in the beginning. So I just went on a run on my own instead. And then it was so nice there. Like I think when I went like the leaves were starting to turn a little bit orange and red because of fall.
Oh,
So it was
nice.
just so pretty. And then it was like a realization for me that like okay, I need to like get on my running a little bit more because I was like really scared of like going out and running just because I live with my parents and they're highly susceptible to COVID. So then I think what's kept me running is that like I guess like I'm always holed up at home, and then like scientists have said that like you should get like some like sun like every day just like for your mental health and stuff. So
Yeah.
yeah, that's what's kind of been like keeping me a little bit more active ever since I went on that trip to Tahoe. So it's just like a realization for me that like okay, like even though we're still in a pandemic, like it's still okay to do things in a safe way.
Yeah, I
Yeah.
definitely agree.
Yeah. How
I
about
think running is pretty pretty safe if you just
Mhm.
like don't run into people, and like definitely like
Mhm.
people are like
Yeah.
moving out of the way and stuff more.
Yeah, it's definitely more of like an inconvenience, but like it feels really good after. And then I'm like really fortunate to like have a trail nearby, and then that's just really nice to just like run back and forth.
Yeah,
Yeah,
trails are nice.
yeah. How about for you guys? What has kept you guys running?
Honestly, like I just like having a weekly routine of running. So like, but
Mhm.
recently I've been like biking more because like I've been hitting up like one of my biker friends. So
Mhm.
like just having other people to do workouts with has been like motivating me. And
for,
then
for,
like
for me pretty much like I have also like a routine too, but like I think like for work like you really have to get out there. I feel like without like sweating or like feeling like your body like without moving physically, like it also like because we're all stuck at home, right? So like if you're not going out there you feel like physically like kind of draining through like just looking at the computer, and it just doesn't like your body feels a lot different, if that makes
yeah,
sense.
because you're doing like a remote internship, so it's like you're just sitting at one spot,
it's
right? Like
it's that, and also like the 6 classes I'm taking, so it's always on the computer. Like I'm always on the computer, and also despite that, also like right now, like I'm meeting with a lot of people, and like they're all through Zoom meeting, and yeah, and I apologize right now because my voice, I like feel like I'm losing my voice.
no, you're
But
fine, you're fine.
yeah.
All right. So do you have any like fitness influencers or anything like that that you look up to?
Mm, I mean, at the moment, like if I'm not running, like I've been really getting into yoga. There's so many benefits to yoga. Like I really wish I knew, like when I started running, like breathing has been so much better just through yoga.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, so then some like YouTubers, I guess, like for yoga, I think would be like Yoga with Cassandra. She has like 10-minute videos. She has a ton of them. And then that's what's really been like keeping up my practice. It's just like, because like, you know, like 30 minutes usually is like kind of like a lot, I guess, like a lot to commit to. But if you do like 10 minutes, it's usually like enough.
I see, yeah.
Yeah. And then Sarah Beth Yoga is a good one. And mm, yeah,
I
I think,
remember doing those with you actually.
yeah.
Those are very relaxing. I'll tell you what. Like, it's different
Yeah.
from core. So I usually do core a lot, and honestly, like it's so different from core. Like I do core with Chloe
Mhm.
Ting, and then like this other
Yeah.
guy, like two other guys, the other two other YouTubers. I forgot their
Yeah,
name.
it like really just works everything like every like a whole body toning and like in a like subtle way.
Like a Zen way or like
It's
Mhm.
more
chill.
zen. Yeah, it's a lot more zen because you're not really using like you're feeling like the balance, and then just like clears your mind. I don't know. Like it
Yeah.
has like the music too in the
I see.
background.
Mhm.
That's dope.
Yeah. Like other than that, I also do Pilates once in a while because it really helps your core a lot. So I think I usually go for Pilates. Um, and then yeah, I think those are like the fitness influencers that I've been really looking at, but nothing too much.
All right. So to
Yeah.
just switch up the to just pivot, you said Daniel told me that you did track in high school.
Mhm.
What events did you do?
Yeah, I did the 1632 and then the 4x4.
Okay.
First I hated the 32, but the 16 was pretty good for me. And then honestly, like we used the 4x4 as like a way to just like I guess we didn't really focus on the 4x4 too much, just because my coach was kind of really more focused on the 14 and the 30 or 16 and 32. But yeah, those are the events that I did.
Yeah, you didn't like the 32.
No, it was really hard, especially like at the last mile or like at the second mile. Oh, it was just so difficult. Because I think
It
because
is
like
long.
yeah.
Like the
Mhm.
middle couple laps, like the middle like 4 5 laps just like are a blur.
It zones
Like
out.
Yeah.
I feel
But
like
I think what was hard is just that like with cross country, like you have like hills and you have like something like scenic slope too. But then with track it's just like you just see the same loops like over and over again. So I think that was just the harder part of doing the 32.
Yeah, I don't know. I don't like speed though. Like I can't imagine doing like a 4x400. Like
Oh, uh-huh.
400?
like I don't know. I for me like and I did track too and I
Uh-huh.
did the same events, but like for me I like the 32 a bit more just cuz
Mhm.
like I felt like I was chilling and then like
Uh-huh.
but the mile is very like stressful to me cuz it's like
Uh-huh.
you have to like be running fast the whole time. Like
Yeah, I
I don't
think I like, yeah, it's just like I like the high stress. Like I'd rather just get it over and done with and like elongating like my stress.
yeah. I see. Yeah. And yeah.
Now, now when you do like your event, so it's either 16 and 4x4 or it's 16 and 32, right?
It
Because
was,
like you can't
yeah,
do 32 straight into the 4x4. Like, have you done that? Because it's like back-to-back events.
I did that. I did that.
You
Yeah, it
did
was
that
like the
before?
32 and the 4x4. That's why like my coaches really just gave up on us with the 4x4. Like I remember like always dropping the baton.
Oh.
Yeah.
That's one of those like oh moments. Like
Yeah.
That is crazy. My coach would never do that back-to-back event unless it's a sprinting event. That's
hmm
crazy.
Yeah, I think my coach was pretty harsh, which is why like I did suffer some injuries, but I feel like I mean now that I think about it, I mean it didn't really seem too bad, but at the time it was a lot.
all right, should we get into the final kick?
Yes, sure. Yes.
All right, so the final kick's 10 speed round questions. Just try to answer them as
Oh,
fast as you
okay.
can.
Got it.
All right, so the first question is Dodgers or Rays?
Dodgers.
Hey. Chick-fil-A or
It says on the
Cane's?
list. Sorry.
Oh, well, okay, I guess Canes, but they can't get it in here.
You can't get Chick-fil-A? You
That's
can't get Cane's.
closer. I can't get
Yeah.
Canes like around here, yeah.
All hard.
Gatorade or water?
Water.
Hot or cold?
Like just in general? Okay, cold.
On my rest days, I like to.
Sleep.
Which coach do you want to give a shout out to?
I wanna give a shout out to Coach Enriquez because I think he's definitely like pushed my potential even though I really didn't want to. Yeah.
Wait. What book do you recommend?
Oh, what book do I recommend? Honestly, there is this book by Trevor Noah that I've been wanting to get into. I'm already forgetting the title, but I was
Is it
kind
his
of like looking.
his autobiography in
Mm-hmm.
Africa? I think
Yeah, yeah.
yeah, I think I read his audiobook. It was pretty
Oh,
good.
okay. Yeah, yeah, yeah.
I forgot what it was called too, but uh, what time do you usually wake up?
I usually wake up around 9 without an alarm, but I can wake up pretty early, so I guess like 8.
Have you ever ran a marathon?
No, no.
Do you think you ever would? Do
Did I ever what?
you think you ever would run? Would
I
you
think
ever
I
run a
would,
marathon?
honestly. I think I want to try it. Yeah.
That's lit. And
hmm
this is the last question. What's your favorite breakfast?
My favorite breakfast. Um, I really okay. I just before this podcast, I was eating Captain Crunch, peanut butter. It's so like people don't know how good it is. It's so good.
I don't think I've ever
Lots of
peanut
sugar,
butter.
but it's really bad. Yeah.
Sounds good, though. Sorry.
All right. So usually we end it with the quote. Since since Chelsea and I really love EDM, this is from Louis the Child. And if we go down in flames, the smoke's gonna spell my name. So like honestly, I think
Wait, was that from a
what song
song?
that is, right? Like yeah,
That's lit. That's lit.
yeah, it's pretty lit, right? Well, Chelsea, do you have any like last word advice for our viewers? Because like I know that you've been such a huge mentor for me.
Aww.
Graduated recently, so
Let's see. I guess like I would like for people, I guess like right now I'm going through like a phase where like I'm kind of like basically going into adulthood. Like you think that like college is like going through adulthood, but it's really just like go like you're in that like you're just getting a bit taste
Pre-adult.
of it. Yeah,
Yeah.
pre-adult, yeah. So like just like wherever you are right now, like just know that like when you graduate, like keep up that running just because it's gonna be so much better for you like mentally, physically. Yeah, so just don't like keep on keeping up with that practice. And just know that if you're starting out as runner, like, don't feel like size is an issue. It's really just like all about your mental game, because that's what's really going to push you through like those long distance runs.
Nice.
Cool.
All right.
Totally agree.
Thank you for coming, Chelsey.
Yay, thanks for having me, guys.
Thank you so much, Chelsey, for being here. And for our viewers at home, like just make sure we're still releasing a lot of episodes Monday. So make sure that just stay tuned in for all of that. And I hope everyone have a wonderful day and keep watching the World Series. Go Dodgers!
Please, go Dodgers.
Hello, Running Club at UC Riverside fans. Daniel Yang here, president of Running Club. If you like that video that you just watched, smash that like button down below. If you'd like to see more podcast episodes and creative content, remember to hit that subscribe button right here. Thank you so much for watching.